So by now, most of you should know, my name is Yusef Scott, and I want to welcome you to the sodarneasyforex University. Alright, so as you guys may already know, my name is Yusef Scott. I'm the guy behind the sodarneasyforex University, also considered the Forex GOAT online. In fact, please go check out www.theforex.com. Check it out for yourself, see what you think. Alright, so listen, as I always tell you guys, I'm very thankful and grateful to have you guys here. I realize, listen, you guys be doing something totally different on this Saturday morning. You do not have to be watching my content. Alright, so if you're watching, I really thank you because, you're really supporting you really support me. You don't have to watch my content. Whether you like it or dislike it, you don't have to watch my content at all. All right? So remember, if you're not yet following us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, get over there and follow us too, because there's a lot of content being put over there, on a daily, and I'm sure that you guys can squeeze something out of it. All right? Now listen, in one of my previous videos that I made, I told you guys that I was going to make a follow-up video where in that video I was talking about why I trade on a daily, why the higher time frames are best to be trading on. So in this video I'm going to tell you guys about the biggest misconception about trading on the daily. Okay? Now because I'm a trainer, I'm a Forex trainer, I get a lot of emails from people who they watch me online, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube videos, and they see that I trade on a daily, so they come at me with questions. So I want to make this video where I can sort of shed light on those misconceptions and the most common misconception that I hear. And maybe that'll make sense, and for those of you who are maybe thinking the same thing, and maybe you haven't figured out why the daily may be good for you, why maybe it's not, whatever it may be, maybe this will change your perception of it, okay? So the biggest misconception is that the daily time frame moves way too slow. I never really comprehend why they say that. Actually, I do, but then I don't. Okay, so the daily doesn't move slow. It doesn't. The daily's time frame is moving just as fast as all the other ones. Okay? I don't know if you guys are just new, and I don't know when people say that to me, I don't know what it is that they are not connecting when they say that, but the daily time frame is not slower, not at all. If you stopped price, if you're looking at the 1 minute chart, I'm going to go all the way to the far extreme. If you look at the 1 minute chart and you say freeze it, and when all the charts freeze, when you look at the one minute time chart, the same price that the 1 minute time chart has, each time chart or each chart's gonna have the same price. All right? If it's 1057 on the 1 minute, it's gonna be 1057 on the 5 minute, on the 15 minute, on the 30 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, monthly. And if you have 12 hours or whatever, 8 hours on your chart, it's going to be the same price. Nothing is different. The difference between the higher and the lower is the fact that the candles, they open up differently. The higher time frames, you're not going to get, the candles, they open up at a different frequency. The lower time frames, the candles are open up more frequently. The higher time frames, infrequently. But the price point is always the same across every time frame. So it's not that the time frame the daily is slower. It's only that it takes an entire day for the candle to close, or the candle doesn't close as frequently as the smaller time frame. So because of that, it goes back to the illusion of the smaller time frames opening up, or the smaller time frames being faster. They're not. They're not faster. The price is still the same. Because the smaller time frames are set on a different frequency, that means that you're going to get more candles. And it appears to be the illusion. It appears that it's moving faster, but that's not the case. Okay? That's not the case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how and hopefully this will make sense for those of you who are unfamiliar with this, but what I'm doing is I'm going to mark up my screen, okay? I'm going to mark up my screen using GoToWebinar's platform.
Welcome to the webinar.
And
an organizer,
what it's going to allow me to do is I'm going to mark up the screen. I'm going to put two lines on the chart, one here, one there, okay? And I'm going to measure between the two. Now, it's not going to be within the platform. It's going to actually be on the screen where I can measure using my crosshair to show you all the amount of, as I call it, pippage between the two horizontal lines. All right? So I'm going to do that now, and then I'm going to post it on the screen so you guys can see it. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's go to our chart, and we'll be using the I'm going to be using the GBP NZD as my example. Put two line levels on my chart, and I'm going to measure between both of them. So from here to here, that is 601 pips on the GBP NZD. So I'm going to mark this down, put 601 pips on the daily. Okay? And then I'm going to go, and I'm actually going to take a screenshot of this. Okay, then I'm going to go to, let's say, the 15-minute. It's a common time frame that people use. And then I'm going to measure between these two. Between these two, it's only 56 pips. I'm going to put that on. Minute. Let me see if there's a way that I can I'm going to try to save this, take a screenshot. With, don't know if I can do it. Let's see how I can do that. So what I did was this. I put two lines on the screen, okay? And I measured using my crosshair because these lines are actually on the screen. They're not within MT4. With the two lines on the screen, I measured between the two lines on the daily, and then I also measured it on the 15-minute. On the daily, it was 601 pips. On the 15-minute, 56 pips. Now, if I found the same size candle, matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put both examples up there, but I want to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys something even better. me see. Because this candle, there's a candle right there on the screen that's about that same size. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an arrow on this candle so you guys can see what I'm talking about. That's about the same. If you guys see the screen, that arrow is pointing on a candle that's about the same height of my two lines, the distance between my two lines. Okay, so on the 15-minute, that same size candle on the 15-minute is only 56 pips. But if that same size candle was painted on the daily, this is the point, on the daily it will be 601 pips. So people are missing out on 24 times. Not 24 times, but like you figure 12 times, you're missing out on 12 times the amount of pips by trading on, with this example, trading on the 15-minute. That same size candle on the daily, if you caught, based on the perfect entry strategy, if you caught that same size candle on one day, instead of you getting 56 pips and overworking yourself on a smaller time frame, you will get 601 pips one day. One day. All right? That's something to think about. All right? And hopefully this makes sense to you guys. You know, hopefully this makes sense, because at the end of the day, you make so much more money. All right. So the misconception is, like I said, the biggest misconception is the fact that on the daily, the markets move slow. But there are candles that produce hundreds of pips a day. If the price is the same on every time frame, then it's not that it moves slow, you're just impatient. If that's the case, you're impatient. And what they do is they flock to the smaller time frame where they're feeding that impatience, because in their mind, they're getting the results they want, but they're overworking themselves. So you're cutting your hand off. You're cutting your opportunity slim by going to the smaller time frame where you're going to overwork yourself. And it's all because of the illusion. You don't know that the market is moving the same. And you really don't see, until now, you don't see that you can get the same output. You can get even more output on the higher time frame. I mean, come on now. It's a no-brainer. All right? Listen, hopefully this made sense to you guys. Remember, be healthy, stay safe, and also stay prayed up during these unfortunate times. All right? You guys have a blessed day. Peace.